So I already did this eye. This is how the finished look is going to be besides the liner. Nothing else is on it. I'm going to do this eye now. So what I used first was for my transition shade, which is going to be this orangey color. So your transition shade is supposed to be a shade lighter than your skin tone. You could do that, or you can do, it depends on what type. I'm going to blend until you feel like, and make sure you don't pack product on. Build the transition. You don't have to put that much really with transition. I do kind of, but not really. And when you're doing your shadow, you want to tilt your head a little bit up and then bring your brush tilted this way as well, down a little bit, so you can actually see your eyelid, your whole eyelid. Because if you're doing it like this, you're only seeing this part of your eye, and you're having your brush this way, it's not really going to get the actual, you're not going to actually get the full effect. So I want to get a blending brush that is fluffy so that it can maneuver the shadow around. And after you're done adding your transition color, you're going to then get your brown, your desired browns. So I always use 2 browns when it's certain looks. My first brown is a lighter brown. I will use the same transition shade blender brush sometimes with the lighter brown, and then go on with a different brush for the darker brown because you want to get more denser brush. But you can just add in, I think I added a little too much brown, but you can add that brown in, bring it down as much as you want, because you're going to cover this part of your lid with the color that you're going to be cutting your crease with. Bring it to the corner, bring it back out. Windshield wiper, you can circle me sometimes. I like to circle when I am trying to get more into a little tinier, like a crease area or this area. Other than that, I do windshield wiper. Go in with a smaller blending brush, more denser, more control the eyeshadow with. Take that, and I'm gonna go in closer to my crease area now and focus more on this area here, not up here. You want to keep the shadow down here, so as you start to go down closer to your crease area, you want to start circular motion. So next, you're going to cut your crease. This takes time. Got this brush from TJ Maxx for $2.99. The brush I was just using, this one as well. Got this from Ulta for like $4.99. A lot of my brushes are from TJ Maxx, Ulta, really, drugstores, whatever. I don't discriminate against brushes. I love all types. I'll use them, I'll try them. They don't work out, hey, they didn't work out. But for the most part, I've never had an issue. Cut my crease. This is always my problem child area here, this eye. So, and you want to be really, take your time, cut it the way you want to cut it. And one thing I learned about cutting your crease, you cut your crease. So this is your crease. You want to go a little bit above your crease so that when your eyes crease, nothing is transferring above and making it look like everything's not blended. This area here, right? You see how this area, I need to go up more. So I'm going to go up more, because if I crease my eye, it's still going to, it might transfer a little bit above. So you always want to make sure that you go above white bases when it comes down to color, certain colors. But if I'm using like gold or bronze, I'll use a regular concealer base. And just cut it. Keep cutting it. Look at the other eye to make sure it matches. Whiter setting powder. Get it? Set it. It's okay if you go a little bit above where the brown is at, because you're gonna go back in with a little I had the name of it first, but now I don't have the name of it again. So once you have it packed to your desire, you then go back in. Your sand blending brush that has that brown still on it. Or you can add a little bit more product, it's up to you. Shade it in. You still want to keep the crease effect, but you want to start shading that in. Mixing that in with the blush color. Don't go too far in though. Stop right there. The queen. They're both cover girl. But mixing these two together. This one's spicy brown and this one's soft sable. And I use CoverGirl only during the winter time, because when the summertime hits, this foundation does not work well with me in the summer heat. But this is a really good winter foundation. It's a very inexpensive, $7. So what I use to blend out my foundation, either or. Got this one from TJ Maxx as well for like $4. It works really good. And this is e.l.f. their powder brush. Ulta. Ulta. Where else? Target. All over. And it might look like the shades are exact same, but this one's more of a yellow tone to it. This one has more of a redder tone to it. I'm neutral, so I have put foundation under here. Sometimes I do, because I don't put concealer underneath it. It matches my skin complexion, so it's always good to. And just keep blending it out. Now you work on the other side. Ooh. And I will do an in-depth video on how to conceal and contour a little later. Right now, this is how I do it. I'm going to take one of these type of brushes. It's a tapered highlight brush. e.l.f. as well. I think like $4 maybe. Trust me, people, these brushes are not as expensive as you think. They work just fine, just like any other brush. And what you're going to do is you're going to work your way inwards towards your nose. You don't want to bring it out just yet. You want to work your way inwards. And what I like to do sometimes, I like to let my concealer sit. But no, I don't feel like letting it sit. But once you feel like you blend it out, then you're good. Then you take your setting powder. Which again, mine is Laura Mercier, the medium deep translucent powder. I do not bake. I just set it. You get a little bit on your brush. You just pat it in. You don't need all that just sitting there. I used to do it, but I don't do it anymore. It's unnecessary for me. So I conceal pretty good enough to where I normally put a little extra around my nose though. Just because you know your nose. And what you want to do as far as contouring goes is just go where your natural contour is. You have to suck your cheeks in to see where it's at, and do that. Use this bottom part of the brush right here to just shade it in real quick. And then turn the brush this way where it's pointed up. And shade it in that way. And that's it. And then you do the same thing on this side. Oh yeah, that was messed up, but sometimes I do cream contour, but sometimes, for the most part, I don't. So once you got that little area contoured the way you want it to, you then get another contour brush. This is just my preference. You don't have to. You circle, move upwards with your contour a little bit. You don't want to. You can move, just circle within your contour area. Don't move it up. Don't move it down. Just circle. My bronzer of choice is CoverGirl, the ebony bronze. I then get a ultimate blending brush. I will put some product onto the brush and I will pack it on and bring it upwards just to give my cheeks a little more warmth. Gives it just a little soft, subtle highlight, not too much. I do like a lot of highlight, but sometimes with certain looks you don't. When you have dramatic eyes, you don't want to, or when you have color in your eyes or whatever, you don't want to do too much highlighting. So this is the finished look. This is the finished look. I did my lips and everything off camera. I did use Rihanna's Fenty Beauty, the uncensored. And I used, for my lip liner, I used, I think Cyberwood, no, Vino MAC lip liner. And I did apply my lashes, and I'll have separate tutorials on all this stuff. Lashes, how to do liner, how to mattify your liner even more, if you already use matte liner, how to line your lips. So just stay tuned, and if you really like this look, then stay tuned for more looks. I'll be doing a lot more different looks, different shadow looks, different lip looks, different combos, just everything in general. And if you have any questions or comments, leave it in the description box. Not description box. Don't leave it in the description box. You can't. Leave it in the comment section below, and I'll respond back, and just give me feedback, and you know, just let me know how I'm doing. Other than that, thank you guys for watching. Make sure I ain't got no lipstick on my teeth.